If you've never had beef shank tacos, this is your sign to make them. They are so easy to make and so delicious. I know you're going to love them. So we're going to start with our meat. Here we have 5 pounds of beef shank. We're going to give them a quick rinse with water to remove the excess blood. Then we're going to take them to the stove. Here we have a pot full of boiling water. We're going to add the beef shank one by one. And we're going to cover so we can allow it to come to a boil. Now, once it does, we're going to remove the foam that you see on top. And then we're going to add a small piece of onion, 4 garlic cloves, 2 bay leaves, a pinch of oregano, a pinch of cumin, and some salt. Now, we're going to mix all of the seasonings into the meat. And then we're going to add 1 tomato. Now we're going to cover, we're going to let this cook for about 10 to 20 minutes until the tomato is nice and soft. Then we're going to remove the tomato and the garlic cloves and we're going to blend them. And then we're going to add the mixture back into the pot. Not only will it give the broth a nice color, but also a delicious taste. Now all that's left to do is allow the meat to get nice and soft. From the moment that we started boiling the meat until it is nice and soft, it took about 3 hours. And the way to check if the meat is ready is to take a little piece of it with the fork, and you want the meat to pull apart nice and softly. You don't want it to be hard. Of course, I also taste it to make sure it's as soft as I want it to be. And now that our meat is ready, I'm just going to add some garbanzo beans. This step is completely optional. We're going to give it a mix, let it cook for 20 more minutes, and just like that, our beef shank is ready. Now for the tacos, I'm going to be making a green salsa. So we're going to boil some tomatillos, a small piece of onion, and 1 garlic clove. Once the tomatillos change color and they do not burst, we're going to remove everything and we're going to add it to a blender. And once it cools down, we're going to blend this with as many chiles de arbol as you'd like. These are very spicy. We're also going to add a pinch of chicken bouillon to combat the acidity and a pinch of salt. We blend it and we taste it for salt, and just like that, our salsa is ready. Now we're also going to dice up some cilantro, onion, and limes to go with our tacos. Now, once it's time to serve, we're going to take the meat out of the pot and we're going to chop it very nicely, just like I am. And we're going to add the meat to our homemade corn tortillas. Now, you can't forget to take out some of the broth into a cup or a little bowl to go along with your tacos. Finally, we're just going to add some cilantro, some diced onion, salsa, and some lime to our tacos, and they are ready. They are honestly so good. My family loved them. We had 0 leftovers, and it's a very easy recipe with minimal ingredients. I'd love to know if you make this recipe, how you liked it, and now they are ready to enjoy.